Welcome to Phase 3, the Manifesto. Becoming the man God intended. So, the story that we did in Phase 2 that you just told, it is not the truth. That is survival. Now you will write the truth about who God intended you to be. Okay? We will be doing a lot of deep work now. Again, as you can tell, this whole thing is deep work. It is just inner spiritual work, honestly. And by now, I think you should be a lot more spiritually aware, a lot more conscious, a lot more aware in general. And you already have so much of an insight on yourself that you already have changed. Purely because your awareness has changed, your consciousness has risen, and now you are just not the same compared to before you starting Khalsa mindset. You're just not the same already because you're just functioning a little bit differently now, and I'm just so happy with that. So, truth versus survival, shedding the mask. The old story is survival mode. All right, your past identity, everything that you've done in phase 2, what your story has been, that's the story you just told to survive. Because that allowed you to function in the world, feel safe in your comfort zone, and kind of be okay with whatever's been going on because it's just what you're used to. And that was just the mask that you wore to get through all of these life's challenges and pains and sufferings that you're going through. It's just the mask that helped you cope with life. Okay? And it's the protective shell. This identity was necessary for your survival. So love it. Really, really love it. Because it was necessary for you to get to this point. And it had to get you to this point so that now you can get to that next point. The now we can become what God needs you to be, what God actually intends you to be. But that's because of that story. Because of that, now you can become who you have to be, who you are here to become in this life. So, this story that you told, the old one, it was never meant to be your permanent truth or final destination. People believe that that is the truth. It is my story, it is what it is, and I can't change it. And that's nothing could be further from the truth. It's not your final destination, it's not your permanent truth. It was just a false story that you told yourself. And now the real truth begins. The God's design begins. Okay? So your true identity, you will write it now. You will write your true identity now. And again, we will go a lot deeper into rewiring your old identity, which we did in phase 2, in more advanced phases after phase 3. But phase 3 is crucially important as well as a standalone phase independent from phase 2. So we are now going to forget everything about phase 2, but we're going to keep all that information. We're going to keep all that. We're going to remember all of that, and we will come back to it in future phases. But right here, right now, we are going to work on the man that God intends you to be. So in phase 2, we went into the past. In phase 3, we are going into the future. All right? And in the future phases, I'll teach you how to navigate both the past and the future and the present. And I'm just so excited for you, basically. All right? And this is going to be your real identity beneath that survival mask. Okay? We're going to come up and find out your divine purpose, what you're here truly for, what you have taken birth for, why are you even alive, what's your purpose. And this is going to feel so delusional, this is going to feel so crazy. You are going to get scared with this in this phase. In phase 2, you kind of got scared of your old story and all the traumas coming up, and in phase 3 here, you're gonna get scared with like how powerful you are, how bright you shine, and the light is going to become so blinding that it's going to scare you. So it's like almost the opposite end of the spectrum. And that's how you're going to know that you've touched the real you that God designed. Like when you really get to that, dude, this is crazy, this is delusional, this is, oh my God, I can't handle this. Like that's when you know that this is what God actually intends for you. Okay? And a quick summary of the manifesto framework that we will work on is writing your divine identity. All right? So number 1, you will declare your identity, who you are. So you will be writing in present tense, and this will not be like an aspirational thing. This will be literal declaration of your truth, of who you really are, of who God has you become. Okay? 2, life domains. So we will be, going over your health, your wealth, your relationships, your spirituality, leadership, legacy, and insert whatever else aspect of life you can put into this, your fitness, your anything that you can think of, all aspects of life, as many aspects of life that you can think of. We will be making it comprehensive, and we will get the complete scope of everything. All right. And number 3, magnitude rule. You have to think bigger than big. It has to make it so scary. Like you have to become scared when you're writing this stuff. We will be going into detail as we go with this module right now, but make it so big that it scares you. So big that it feels like a joke compared to where you are right now, right here. That's the point. You have to touch the impossible and you will become the impossible. And God makes mountains move. So nothing is impossible, everything is possible, and you will be writing bigger than big. You will be thinking bigger than big here. Okay, so step 1, write your manifesto. Here's the writing format. You will do this in present tense. Okay? You will be writing about who you are in present tense. So you will use I am statements, or you will use your name is format. And you will write as if it's already true, not as if this is a future goal or a future aspiration. So what a manifesto is basically, if you had to describe yourself to someone, how would you do so? If you were dead and somebody wrote on your gravestone like who this person was, what this person did in his life, what he was, what kind of man he was, and everything he did, what would be written on that gravestone? And this will not be 1-2 words, this will be like an entire page, an entire PDF of your literal life story. Like you are now dead, for example, and what is written on your story? What do people remember you as? Okay, so you will be writing in, let's say my name is Harjot. So I will write the manifesto of Harjot Singh. And then the question is, who is Harjot Singh? That's literally the question that you're going to answer in this manifesto as you write. Who is Harjot Singh? Harjot Singh is, and then start. Harjot Singh has, keep going. Harjot Singh does, keep going. Or if you choose the I am, I don't recommend using the I am. I recommend you choose the Harjot is, like your name, and then insert has, like Harjot has a Lamborghini, Harjot has a wonderful family, Harjot has a beautiful wife, Harjot has 2 kids, Harjot has billions of dollars. Like in that way, write it in that way. And go away with as much detail as you possibly can, and make it as grand as you can. Like do not shy with this. Like you have to write, and this writing has to scare you. It has to be so big, like there are no limits. You have to write as if you have 0 limits on you. And right now you might be, dead broke, and you're talking about I'm gonna become a billionaire, or I'm gonna become a millionaire, and you're writing I have millions and XYZ, whatever it is. Like this has to scare you. And when you read it, it has to be like, oh my god, it has to feel like as if it's a joke, like somebody's just playing a cosmic joke on you, and like this is not real at all, and this is just someone is just being stupid here. Like, this is no way, this is crazy, this is crazy talk, there's no way this is real, there's no way this is the truth. Like, you have to write so big that it scares the living crap out of you. Okay, so write your name like Harjot Singh Manifesto, and then answer the question, who is Harjot Singh? Obviously you put your name and then you answer the question, who is your name, and who is your name? Answer that question and write a full page of it, a full page. Okay. 2, life areas. What are we going to cover? We will cover health, information about wealth, about relationship, about your spirituality, about your leadership, about how you live your life, about your legacy. Like, completely check all the boxes of all areas of your life and make them as big as you can. This, again, this is not an aspiration thing. This is not a goal thing, like, oh, I wish I can have that, and oh man, it would be cool to be like that. No, this is a literal declaration. You are literally writing your truth. Like, this is what God has no limits. God has no limits, no restrictions. It can do anything. God has the power to do and become and have anything. Anything. If you can think it, it is yours. If you can think it, if you can feel it, that means that is what God wants for you. So when you are doing this process, when you are writing, when something hits you, when an idea comes to you, like you have this thing, you have that, you have whatever that is that's coming up, and it sounds so scary, it looks so scary, it's so big, but that thought came to you, that idea came to you, that is God doing the work. God has sent that to you personally because He wants you to write it down, because He wants you to know that this is your truth. And He is so happy that now you are finally awake enough to hear the truth. And now God is giving you that truth, that hey, I sent you into this life for this purpose. And so this has to be grandiose. And whatever that thoughts are coming to you, whatever that big thing is that's coming to you, that's God sending it to you. Do not deny God's word. Do not deny God, because you have done so already up to this point, and you are no longer that person. Now you walk with God. And I love to say this, I walk on the shoulders of God. I sit on God's shoulders. God walks through life for me. All I do is sit on His shoulders and enjoy the show, like a father with his kids on his shoulder. That's me with God. God is my father, and I am sitting on His shoulders, this little child, and I'm just enjoying the show. And God is telling me, hey, that's you, that's who you are, that's that, you have this, you have that, that's you. And you are the same, my friend. You are sitting on God's shoulder right now, and God is doing all the work for you. There are no limits because you are with God. There are zero limits. So write as big as you can. What's your health look like? What's your wealth look like? What's your relationships look like? What's your spirituality looks like? And all of this has to look and be written as if it is right here, right now. Like it is your truth. It is your truth. You could be sitting in a basement somewhere and writing about you live in a mansion. You have Ferraris outside. Like whatever that is for you. I don't know what the vision is for you, what God has for you. I just know what God has for me. But you will know what God has for you, because those ideas, those thoughts will come to you. And they've come to you because that's yours. You can only have thoughts about things that are yours. You cannot have thoughts otherwise. So whatever that thing that's coming up, it's going to be scary. It's going to be so big. It's going to be so out of your current life right now. But that's how you know that's the right thing. That's what God has intended for you in this life. That's what God has given birth to you for. All right. 3, platform choice. Just choose any tool, use Word, use Google Doc, use Notes, use whatever it is. The tool really doesn't matter. What matters is the declaration of your truth, of the real you, of who God has you become. And start writing your truth immediately. Okay? Do this. And again, just sit down and really write this. And again, take your time with this. It's okay to take your time with this. Sit down and write your truth. Step 2, visual manifesto. Bringing your words to life. So once you've written out your manifesto, now it's time to have a visual representation of it. So what normally people think of this is like a vision board, but this isn't exactly going to be a vision board for you. This is literally a declaration of your manifesto. So whatever you've written down, now again, the platform itself doesn't matter, but choose whatever platform and start putting these pictures in. Like in terms of health, what does your body look like? And find images of that. Find somebody that inspires you. Like, what does that look like? So these visual representations of your manifesto make it real and tangible in your mind. Like you can see it. There's one thing reading it, and then one thing is seeing it, like what it looks like. Okay? And have powerful references. So add images. Like for me, I have, Cristiano Ronaldo, because I really love his discipline. He's the GOAT, he's the GOAT of GOATs. So I see myself as that. That's what God has intended for me. The discipline, the aesthetic that he has, his body, his speed, his agility. I have Conor McGregor when he was at his peak. I have George Soros. I have Ray Dalio. On the trading front, I have these gurus from the Sikh culture, from spirituality. Like they are my roots and stuff. I have, me climbing Mount Everest and all these other things. So you want to have these things as references. So choose whatever it is, whatever aligns with you most. You'll know, it'll feel good, it'll feel right, and add those stories, make that manifesto visual. Okay? And the final format, you will be combining your written text with powerful images into a single PDF. So you will have one page of your written manifesto, and then you will have one page of your visual manifesto. And this becomes your visual identity declaration and your daily reminder. So this is now going to become the real you. This is what you will wake up and you will read this, you will see this, and you will have this on your background, wallpaper on your phone, on your laptop, whatever it is. And it will serve as a reminder to you every single day that this is your truth. This is the real you. And it is already declared. This is the truth. This is who you are. Not who you are becoming. This is who you already are. That's the truth. Okay? Step 3, share it in the community. Okay? This is your public declaration of identity. So, number 1, upload protocol. Share your PDF into the group. You will have a tab. I will create a tab where you'll know which tab to share it in. Share it in that tab. Share your written manifesto, share your visual manifesto, and this will be your public declaration of who you really are beneath the survival mask. This is your real truth. This is who you actually are. All right? And again, the posting format, just title it My Manifesto or I Am Powerful, whatever you want. Feel free. There's no limit. You don't really need to follow this My Manifesto title post. Just be free with it. Be okay with it. Be open with it. And this will create a clear, searchable record of your identity's declaration within the Brotherhood. I'll create a tab where everybody will be sharing their manifestos in that tab. Okay? And then the identity shift, the new treatment. From this moment forward, everyone in the community will only see you as that person in the manifesto. We don't care about where you are now and where you come from and what your story has been so far. All we will see and the way we will talk to you is through the new identity. We have read your manifesto. We have seen your visual representation of who you really are, and that is who you really are. We genuinely will only treat you that way. We will not treat you as anything less than your manifesto identity, because your manifesto identity is the truth. That is who you are. You are nothing else but that manifesto identity. So really, really allow yourself to really write this manifesto. Really let God guide this. There are no limits to your manifesto. None whatsoever. Alright, and then finally, the requirements. The next modules will unlock only when you post your manifesto. By now, you have gotten used to this, and this will be going on for all the phases pretty much. So you will only unlock the next phase when you upload your manifesto, and that's the only way, because how else are we going to know who you are and how to treat you if we don't even know who you are, if you never tell us? So you need to first tell yourself who you are and then tell us who you are. This will ensure commitment to your divine identity. Your divine identity, the real truth, your truth is this manifesto. Okay? And then the brotherhood standards. So posting establishes your new identity within the community and shows commitment to God's design for your life. This is the ultimate respect you can give to God. This manifesto and truly accepting and embracing this as your truth is literally the greatest prayer you can give God, the greatest sacrifice, the greatest offering you can give to God. And this is just such an amazing thing, because now you have literally committed yourself to God and God's design for your life. And God has beautiful things for you. God has designed beautiful things for you, amazing things for you. Okay? Identity protocol. From posting moment forward, you are recognized only as your manifesto self, never as your survival identity. All right? And the cultural values. Manifesto selves. We address each other only as our manifesto selves. No more small talk or survival identity acknowledgement. Divine recognition. You are treated as nothing less than the man God intended you to be. Your divine identity is honored. You are your divine identity. Okay? Your truth foundation. This establishes the foundation of living in divine truth rather than the survival mode within the brotherhood. Okay, we will create this culture of everybody being their most highest divine selves. All right? And I am just so excited to see what God has intended for you. I'm so excited to read your manifesto. I'm so excited to see your visual manifesto. And I'm so excited to talk to the divine you. Because up till now, we have discovered your survival mode. We've discovered your patterns up to now and who you've been and all the fake things about you, all your fake self. But from this point forward, we will know exactly the truth about you. We will know exactly who you really are, who God has designed you to be before you were even born, what life God has planned for you before you even were born. We will know from here. Okay? And I'm so excited to find out about you. Like who are you? Who are you really? I'm so excited to find out. All right? So become the truth. Your divine identity awaits. You cannot become who God intended until you declare who God intended. This is your moment to shed the survival mask and embrace your divine truth. Okay? I'm so excited for you. And in this phase, I will put my own manifesto, my visual and written manifesto, in another section. You can go ahead and read it. But I do not want you to copy it. I just want you to get the inspiration, get an idea of what a manifesto looks and feels like, and take it from there. And the reason I did not present the manifesto within this presentation itself is because I personally fell into the trap of copying somebody else's life and their own dreams and desires, and so I did not want to make that same mistake with you here. You can go to the next section in this phase and read it, but please just take a reference of it and know that that is who I am. That is my truth. That is not your truth. And your truth can be a lot bigger than mine. It could be a lot different from mine. It could be so many things, and I don't know your truth. Only you know your truth, because God tells you your truth. So this writing process will be a very intimate process with God, and I am so excited for you to deepen your relationship with yourself, with God, and really become your truth.